Hey everybody. Hope you guys doing alright. So I'm I'm having a very I want to but I can't with any real confidence and assurance say that I trust a particular person with my heart. Nor do I am I able to really hold on to a scenario or a situation where I feel good about trusting her. Or even like this is why it's like, when months ago when I'm this is the issue because it's like because I feel like she has not been considerate to my feelings. I feel like she doesn't care about my heart, and because I've literally expressed my feelings and how I don't like just making videos and not being able to see her, like I've been saying this for months now, and she's continued to block me. There's now months of me expressing how I feel and her not seemingly not giving a shit. Like that's how it feels to me. Like when all she had to do was unblock me. Like it doesn't even take much effort. She literally just had to unblock me, but she couldn't do that for whatever fucking reason. She can't do that. Um, so it's like now, she has no idea what that feels like though. Like she's been able to see me pretty much every single day. Every single day she's been able to see me. Every day. Every day. Like it's like is this how the relationship's gonna be? Is like it's just me giving to her and she just taking what she wants and then just discarding me when she don't fucking feel like it? Because that's what it feels like. It's exactly what it feels like, and that's exactly how it's largely how my friends have treated me too. They use me until they can't get anything else out of me and they fucking throw me away. Like that's what I know, and what I've seen from her is that, it's likely gonna turn out a similar way. So I don't know. That's exactly why I feel more than ever drawn to Jennifer Aniston because I feel like she's somebody who just wouldn't do that. Just wouldn't do that. Even if things didn't work out romantically, I could be wrong, but I feel like she at least wouldn't just completely cold fucking ghost a motherfucker like and leave him to die. Like I just don't think she'd do that, man. And like I said, my heart's in a fragile place, and I don't like sharing stuff as much anymore because sometimes I feel like it makes it worse, and you guys, I don't know, it seems to just make things worse. So even when trying to like talk to my parents about it, like they don't know how to deal with it either. So I just try to just keep my mouth shut. But I don't think that's healthy either. But because the type of emotions I'm expressing aren't really conducive to the world we live in, and and then there's something that goes with like expressing your heart to everybody and like not getting anything in response. Like that does something to your psyche. It's not healthy. Um, so again, I don't even know if me just venting the way I do is especially when I'm in a really really fragile spot. I don't know if it's doing any good because I know the enemy is gonna look at that and be like, "That's a perfect time to hit that motherfucker." And more times than not, they have done exactly fucking that. Uh, so like even though I'm able to write the things that I did yesterday, I'm able to put myself in a perspective to where I can see these things. But just because I can see these things and write these things and share these things with you doesn't mean that I'm so detached myself to where I'm not still stuck in the experience of the body because I'm in this body to feel these things for a particular reason. It's through this feeling of separation that the body's able to grow and expand and be more and thus, help perpetuate more wonderment in the universe. The pain is here to teach us and to grow us and to move us in a direction that's away from pain. That's why, like, so that but essentially, and this is also my fault. So, upon seeing a particular person, like, I knew who she was one of the first times when I seen her, but I was also, like, upon hearing, or one of the first things that came even before, like, when I first saw her, it wasn't immediate that she was my soul twin flame. It happened a couple days or maybe even a few weeks after I first seen her. But when I first seen her, one of the first things that did come to me was that if I decided to jump into the situation, there's gonna be a lot of pain. There's gonna be a lot of pain. I also felt like there's a good chance it's going to end well, but it's going to be a lot of pain. And then a little bit later, it was also relayed to me that she's going to end up pretty much being with all your friends and shit, which is exactly what happened. Well, I mean, that's what I think is what's happened. I still don't know everything, and also parts of my family. So anyway, I was told these things, but and I also, so I'm watching her because I can see somebody. I'm like, she's clearly compromised by an evil spirit, and then learning about how she grew up and her family and all this type of stuff. I mean, I'm making assumptions, but it looks like there's been an inheritance of satanic worship and ritual and practice within her family. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but based on what I've heard from her and the things that her family did to her, it seems like that's the type of shit that they're into. And so it's so me, upon witnessing her in this place and me being wanting to help save the world and shit, it's like clearly this is going to be a conflict. But I know who she is, and I have not, like, the amount of love, like the power, the intensity of our love that I remember with this person surmounts anything that I've felt with anybody else, as far as like the intense moments that we're able to create together now. There's also a flip side. There's also been a ton of pain and misery that's gone along with that, which is usually what happens when things are, I mean, as the love grows, the resistance to love is going to grow also. So with that beautiful intensity and that magical moment of pure bliss and amazement, when two energies really come together, like, yes, that's able to happen, but that's an intense, like, these are two very intense beings that are coming together. So when they're not together, when things aren't going smoothly, it's not just going to be a little bit of a issue. Like, there's usually going to be some serious fucking clashes, like hardcore conflicts, like serious emotional outbursts, like just hardcore drama. And so that's also a part of our exchange is the hardcore drama, which has been very prevalent in the years that we've been exchanging fucking energy with each other. But there's also been the good side. There's also been the love that is at such a high level. A lot of it has to do with sex. I'll be honest. I think that's, this is what it is. And that's also why I feel like I've been told that we both, like, especially with me and her, we need to be back off on the sex shit, because that's what got us in trouble back in the past. It's too much sex, too much lust, too much of that being the center of our relationship, and not enough love, not enough heart, not enough activities together. More, just too much sex, just too much, dude. Too much of anything's wrong. So that's why I also feel like it's good for myself and her to move away from thinking like that and move more towards the good work that I feel we came here to do. But that's just where I'm at. Like, I just don't know, man. I don't know. Like, there's no way that like, even if she were to, like, assure me or to make some type of promise, it's like, but that's coming from somebody that hasn't been very, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just being honest. Like, this is just how I'm seeing things. Like, that's coming from somebody that's chosen to lie to my face. So it's like the track record isn't very good. It's in regards to, like, me trusting that. Now, if she, like, the sooner she shows a willing, like, to me, like, signs of, like, of improvement, like, she's gonna have to make some serious fucking amends. Like, that's the only thing that I can see that can make me feel better about trusting her, is if she showed more of a consideration to my feelings. And a good way for her to start doing that is to unblock me and to keep me unblocked, regardless of what fucking happens. Because it's bullshit. I mean, I don't do that to her. I don't do that to anybody. The only time I block people is when they are literally continuing to communicate in a way that I've asked them not to. Because it's my channel. If I don't like the way you're communicating and you're in my fucking house, please leave. Like, it's my house. Dude, go find your own house. Like, so that's just where I'm at, man. And that's why I feel like Jennifer is a better person for me. And if Jennifer still wants to help a particular person out, I'd love to make that happen, because I do care for her and I am concerned about her well-being. But I also got to make sure I don't get fucked up in all this too, because the enemy's biggest thing that they can do to me is to fuck with my heart. And the enemy knows they can fuck with my heart through her. So they're going to fuck with her so that she can fuck with my heart. So I've also got to, like, that's why I think it's best for now. If and since I haven't been with a woman in a while, like this time spending with Jennifer could get me prepared, and I also feel like I could help Jen prepare because I feel like her and Brad Pitt were supposed to be together, and I could help her if she wants to prepare to get back in good relations with Brad Pitt, if that's something they both want. I could see that happening. It feels like it could happen. Like at that time when she's coming out of wherever she goes to get some help, could be a good time for two couples to merge. Like me and Jen could, split or whatever, and she could go to Brad, and I can go to a particular person, and there'd be two more merrier couples on the planet. That's the best way I see things working out for everybody. But I'm open to y'all's opinions. All right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.